Hello guys, it's been a long time since my first tutorial for YouTube. I know, sorry for it guys, but I have a lot of projects with my studio, with my commercial projects, but now I came back and ready to share with you a new tutorial about particles inside Cinema 4D without X particles. So let's get started. First of all, let's create a simple Cinema 4D emitter. By default it looks like that. It's pretty simple. Let's a bit rotate our camera, go to the birth rate, increase by 20,000 by 20,000. I think that's okay. It's a lot of particles in the beginning. Yeah, I like it. I'd like to share with you technique how to create explosion, kind of particles explosion with native Cinema 4D tools. So in order to create it, let's go to the simulate forces and activate field force. It's one of my favorite modifier inside Cinema 4D because it's control all your dynamics objects, especially rigid body, soft body, and emitter, of course. You can use, of course, thinking particles as well, but I'd like to make my tutorial much simple, just to use simple emitter, not dive into nerdy thinking particle stuff, you know, but moreover I think it's pretty slow compared with X particles. But anyway, if you don't have X particles to create particles effect, you can use native Cinema 4D tools, combine it with MoGraph effectors, etc., combine it with fields and controlled by fields to achieve, I think, pretty neat result, guys, you know. So let's continue. As you see, by default, field force looks like that. I think we can a bit adjust box size, for example. Let's a bit adjust this size, make it 0, sorry. A bit increase here, maybe, and here. It doesn't matter, actually. So, okay, let me check. Let me a bit revert. Okay, so by default, we don't have any field here. Be careful with it, because we have a fields options when you can create MoGraph fields and other empty space to control our simulation. So by default we have velocity type at velocity. It's pretty good because we want to use exactly the same. We want to tell our particles get velocity from this vector field. In order to continue, let's go to the emitter and change speed by 0, and we have this one. Yeah, so if we go to the field force and create, I don't know, for example, just a simple solid, we immediately get these vectors. In order to see it's more clear, we can a bit increase density, open these display vectors and increase it, and we see vector our velocity. If we right now press play, we see how our particles try to follow this vector direction. That because we use add to velocity and use standard just a 5. If we increase by 10, we see it's much faster, or much faster, or much faster. Yeah, so let's for now keep it by 10. Be careful with consider mass when you work with dynamic objects, for example rigid body, because it's effect on it's not affect on mass, but if your object have a different mass, it will affect it, you know. So for now it looks okay, but we don't need this direction, you know. If you want to change direction, you can place change direction here, or combine something like that, you know. Create kind of create fields for that, you know. For example, just to create in field step fall off, you know, for our flow field. If we play with it, you see how we can control our particles. For me it's looks pretty nice, you know, and as you see it's still real time. Let's delete it for now. Let's go to the field force, go to the object tab and go to the field tab and delete our solid. Let's create here spherical field, and we immediately get this vector field. We got vectors from the middle of scene here, here, and here. If we press play right now, we got opposite effect. That because we should invert it, direction. We have an invert direction. We can deactivate this, and we got kind of explosion, simple explosion, of course. Yeah. So what next? I think it's a good beginning. Let's a bit adjust turbulence for our particles. Of course, we can use simulate forces, turbulence, but I'd like to use only field force for it. Let's create random field and choose blending mode to overlay. Let's take a look. We got something like that, something like curl turbulence maybe, but it's not effect what we want to achieve. To continue, let's go to the random field, go to the remapping, go to the fields and change scale from 100 to 500 and change noise type from permanent to wavy turbulence. Let's take a look. As you see, we got really nice turbulence. Yeah, I think we're ready to increase strength. Let's increase by 20 maybe, and we got something like that. Yeah, maybe if we place to, yeah, if we change again to from overlay to normal, we got something like that. Yeah, and we got this explosion. So this is a simple technique. As you see, you can control it. You can, of course, you can change scale your spherical field. You can play with in remapping with inner offset, for example. As you see, when I play around with it, I change my vector field. Pretty straightforward, guys. Yeah. So let's a bit direct our effect. First of all, let's go to the field force, go to the display and change maybe from 2 to 1, maybe 0.5. Yeah, in order to less this represent inside viewport. So let's go to the field force, go to the object, let's go to the emitter and change an emitter tab X and Y size by 1 by 1 maybe. Yeah, let's take a look again. We got something like that. Yeah, so looks nice. Let's go again to the field force, go to the random field, maybe change add. Let's play with it, multiply. Yeah, I think multiply looks promising. Yeah, let's try to overlay again. Yeah, so currently it looks nice. Yeah, maybe a bit adjust our random field. Let's change to multiply again. Looks nice. Go to the random field, go to the field and change animation speed to 50. Let's take a look. Yeah, we got something like that. Yeah, maybe not multiply, maybe just normal mode. As you see, we got kind of explosion. Let's check again. I think we still need to change to normal. Guys, it's always tricky to art direct some effects. Yeah, normal looks promising. Yeah, maybe let's increase count of particles. So let's take a look. Yeah, we got something like that. Yeah, so let's play with scale, maybe 2000%. As you see, we got really nice explosion. Maybe a bit adjust our spherical field again, kind of. Maybe something like that. Yeah, as you see, we got really nice explosion effect. One more thing, let's go to the emitter, go to the particle step and change lifetime from 600 maybe to, let's increase timeline maybe to 250. Let's stop emission to, I think, maybe 15 frame. Let's take a look again. Yeah, we got something like that. Maybe change lifetime variation to 15%. Let's take a look. Yeah, I think we have really high speed, really high strengths or at velocity. Let's take a look again. Yeah, as you see, we got kind of explosion. Yeah, let's go playing with parameters, maybe kind of, I don't know, guys. Yeah, maybe again 2000. Let's increase animation speed again, just to find nice. As you see, we got really nice various explosion like this, or maybe if we decrease animation speed, we got like this, you know, just in this area, or maybe increase by 50 again, and go to the remapping and a bit adjust our remap. Let's take a look. Yeah, as you see, we got something like that, maybe something like that, you know. We got really nice explosion, you know. So what next? Let's duplicate this field force, called it absolute abyss, because we have velocity, initial velocity, and also I'd like to restrict this effect by other field force. One thing what we should do in other one, we should change velocity type from add to velocity to set velocity absolute, maybe strange by 20. Yeah, and I'd like to restrict this effect by field here. First of all, let's check it. As you see, it's start in the beginning of scene and overwrite our first field force. In order to fix it, let's create a spherical field. Let's call it I don't know, restrict. Okay, and placed it here in field step. Let's a bit adjust scale, kind of, and one more thing, we should invert it, you know, because we want to keep this velocity inside this sphere and less this velocity over this field, you know. Let's invert it, go to the mapping, go to the invert up and invert it. Let's take a look again. Yeah, we got something like that. Yeah, we got something like explosion. Stop moving here, and I think disappear. Yeah, let's a bit adjust our emitter, maybe lifetime just 150 frames. Yeah, of course, let's a bit readjust our restrict effect. As you see, we can control it by field. It's pretty good, guys. As you see, we have this one, this one, this one, or this one, for example, you know, just manipulate by keyframe. So it's I think it's useful technique for some cases. I don't know, we create something like I don't know, it's funny, field force here, like a field in this area, you know. So I'm not sure if we have options to colorize randomly these particles using only particles, but we can generate matrix object over this emitter or generate thinking particles from this matrix object, but in this case I just want to use this one, you know, I think it will slower, yeah, as you see. But let's go to the matrix object, go to the transform tab and change size by 0.1, 0.1, 0.1, deactivate visibility for our original emitter, and we got this one, yeah, we got one more emitter, but as a matrix is let's call it color P, color particles. As a MoGraph object we can apply all MoGraph modifiers and controls by fields as well. Let's apply simple plane, go to the parameters, deactivate position, go to the fields and create random field, deactivate parameters and activate colors. As you see, we immediately get, let's deactivate fill force and fill force absolute. We immediately get colorize for particles, yeah. As you see, it's flying through these colors, but I show you trick how to freeze it. Let's select this frame, go to the random field, change noise type to turbulence as well, wavy turbulence, maybe increase scale by 500, kind of, yeah, looks pretty nice as for me. And go, I think, go to the remapping tab, sorry, go to the plane, let's call this color, go to the fields tab and create a freeze mode, deactivate parameters, activate colors and press this button freeze. Afterward deactivate random field and voila, we get this effect, we get particles, inherit some colors, we can remap it on redshift or rectan if you want it, you know. So I think it's pretty useful technique, I think you like it guys, so see you soon on next tutorial, bye bye.